It's funny, if you chug any corn pattern, it's so heavy.
I mean, yeah.
Like John.
Yeah, I think Korn just has like the catchiest riffs.
Suicide Silence, Go Shroomin, and their new music video, Alter of Self.
Yeah, System of a Down,
Probably 4
Deftones,
stages.
Korn, Incubus, Turnstile. Use EMG pickups because they help you get the heaviest tone possible. Head over to emgpickups.com and use my promo code HEAVY at checkout and get 15% off. And then once you write the heaviest song of all time, head over to distrokid.com/VIP/Garza and save 30% off your membership to get all your songs on all streaming platforms. And now to the heaviest podcast of all time.
The background pig squealer.
Dude, I'm in the big six now. What's up?
That's it. Let's go. It's whoever's post gets the most likes.
Yeah, this could get a lot of likes, right?
I think so.
Total wormed.
Dude, that would be such a funny viral post if you just did that and you're like, "Hey guys, I'm the new Big
I'm gonna
Six."
do that. I'm gonna make a clip.
I guarantee if that goes viral and enough people like it, they would hit you up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Just give me a geek stuff, but I just need a sick compressor.
Oh yeah.
Where it just brings the volume like so high.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It's like, man, he's like super loud. No, it's all effects, man. I love bands like that like you're talking Discourage, Wormed, it's just that like super guttural low.
Right.
It just,
and they just bring the levels up.
It just fits the music so well.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to hear what I'm talking about, check out Wormed, Planetarium. That record is heavy as fuck. It was a big one for us when we were kids. It has that style of vocal, like, oh yeah, this is like just that.
as normal people would call it monster noises, right?
Yeah. Actually, Jay, bring up on YouTube Wormed Geomestic Dome.
Damn.
And there's a vocal there.
That's a sick title.
Yep, boom.
Oh, okay. Geodesic.
People need to hear this. And hopefully
Is it a track? The track?
Yeah, it's a track. And when I heard this, it's like,
So grimy.
just go like 3/4 in. It's right before a heavy breakdown. You guys,
About there,
people
yeah.
have to hear this. Okay,
Crazy jazzy thing. That's cool.
another 10 seconds. No, I mean like,
Oh, forward?
yeah, perfect. Okay, almost there. We're almost there. This band is so fucking. Not a lot of people know about Wormed.
No, I've never.
Yeah, super
No.
slept on band.
This record probably came out in 2001.
Oh, shit.
Nice. OG.
OGs, man.
That's crazy.
Listen to that, dude.
All right, we're done.
Cool. Are they're an international band, right?
I believe there's from Spain.
Okay. Got it.
Shout out Worm.
Yeah, I couldn't find the part I was looking for. I think it's like halfway. Try halfway. Play that for a second.
Oh, this.
Okay, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This. Okay. We found it. Okay. You're.
Oh, boy.
No, go. Okay. Play.
That's heavy.
Play. This is it.
I love that. That's literally what you just did. That's perfect.
Yep. That's the part, dude.
When you hear that low guttural, you know what's coming.
Dude, am I in Wormed?
Is there something you're not telling me, dude?
Oh, my God.
This is my side project.
This sounds like exactly.
You
forgot to tell
just
you
kept
guys.
it a secret this whole time.
Dude, I'm telling you guys. I mean, if you want to hear some heavy, brutal shit, check out this record.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out. Yeah, Jay, can you look up when the record dropped? Released on
212. Oh,
No, that's as like a
oh, the YouTube thing.
as a what do you call it? Like I think like that record label probably
Like yeah.
that just happened to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really curious when this record dropped.
03.
2003.
Yep.
Nice.
03. That sounds about right. Our like the first Suey demo came out in 2002. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
right around then. We're like jamming this
Around the
record.
same
So
time.
sick, dude.
It's crazy.
And
I
also,
hear it.
yeah.
I hear the influence in there
Yeah.
for sure.
And
Yeah.
that looks super like modern. Like that album.
It kinda
The
art.
does,
artwork,
huh?
right? For 03, that's actually
Oh no. That
super
looks like,
modern.
Something like a band.
It kind of does look modern.
Mhm.
It looks like a futuristic album cover.
Could be like a Meshuggah album art or something.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Logo too.
Yeah, I always liked their logo. That's really what like made me listen to them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
I saw the logo, I was like, that looks very interesting.
And also around the same time, you're talking like the environment with Baby Killer and like that's the whole era, but it's around the same time.
All the like grind slam kind of stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right before we started this, we were just listening to, again, help me pronounce the band name.
Sanguis Sugabog.
Sangwa Sugabog.
Yeah.
Is that it? Sangwa Sugabog.
Yeah.
It's funny how these bands are coming out, but I mean, it just takes me back to like the early 2000s, late 90s. I mean, this band, you're talking Worms. Check out a band called Hemdale.
Oh yeah.
And
Sick too.
and the record's called Rad Jackson. I mean, you have Spotify, you could jam that, but it's basically old Suicide Sounds and a lot of the modern stuff coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very early relapse stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like 200 Stab Wounds and all those kind of bands.
A lot of similarities.
It's cool because it's basically, like hardcore kids making death metal is pretty
Rad
much what
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Dude,
And that's why it has that classic sound, I think. Because they're influenced by like very early like deathcore and like, slam from that era.
It's weird that we're calling it classic. It is classic now. I mean, I
I
think.
mean, if it's over 20 years, right, it has to be.
Yeah. What makes it classic? 20 years? Is that the
I
time
think
frame
20.
you think?
Officially, right? 20 makes it classic.
It's classic.
What about modern classics? Like, damn, that's an instant classic.
Probably 10 years, right?
10 years.
It's a modern
All right.
classic.
Modern classics, 10 years.
And then legendary is like whatever, 40 years, right?
30,
Something
40
like that.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of banking on the legendary status.
The 30.
So wait till it hits 30 years.
Oh, then it's going to be crazy.
I'm going to be in wheelchairs and be sick, dude.
Still fucking headbanging.
Yeah, I just still, man.
Love it.
Well, thankfully, we had things like, the gym and yoga. It makes things like that possible, man. I couldn't imagine not doing what I do
Oh, yeah.
and headbanging. Like, I got to do yoga.
I mean, look at all those, like, when you go to the gym, there's almost always, like, one or two super old dudes that are, like, just yoked, and they're, like, easily in their 60s or 70s.
Totally.
Don't forget the Go Juice. That helps.
Go-go
Oh, yeah.
juice,
The go-go juice.
which is coffee.
The Garza Go Juice.
Pure,
Wait, it's secret. You can't tell people.
No, this is go-go juice, which makes...
Patented coffee blend.
Yeah, coffee is great for your... it's good. Oh, it's good for your penis. It just increases blood flow throughout your whole body and just goes straight into your penile area.
Shout out Blue Chew.
Dude, I want Blue Chew to sponsor the pod, dude.
Hit us up.
Horniest podcast of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Hornets Podcast.
That's it, dude.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
Right when I thought I was walking into a drug bust because I walked into this building and literally our neighbors, like across. I mean, I had to move around the cops to get in his room, but there was like I don't want to over exaggerate. It was like 6 sheriffs
Oh, man.
going into one of the rooms.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I went in this room. I went back out and had a piece of paper on the door, and it was a eviction.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
Crazy.
So yeah, and you kind of have to pay your rent. I think that's the deal. You gotta if you don't pay your rent, you're gonna.
It's the one thing you have to do, right? Just pay your rent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a drug bust or something like? Is there someone in there that's like
It's kind of intense for just an eviction. 6 sheriffs.
the sheriffs? Like they have like the green outfits with sheriff and yellow like across your chest. I'm like sheriffs.
And when they have like that specific get up too, it's usually like a bust.
oh, is this eviction or is it bus? I mean, I just walk in. I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then once I read the fucking paper, eviction. I was like, is that how they evict people?
They just like they just roll deep.
Fucking-
Maybe they think that like people aren't going to want to leave, so they bring a bunch of people just
That's
in
a
case.
big problem, dude. It's I mean, dude, I've been me and my lady have been trying to find a spot in my hometown for a while.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of deep issues with the pre-COVID, post-COVID stuff where people like are trying to squat.
Oh, I heard about that. And if
And-
they're there for a certain amount of months, right, then they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing where they're kind of like
It's like a loophole.
they're kind of fucking milking like the whole like COVID where I don't have to pay rent.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening is when people want to actually move out and get a spot, people like us are getting the prices for these apartments down. They're skyrocketing. Well, I'm not that smart, but just using common sense. Like if they got to make up for the loss somehow.
Exactly.
So any new tenant is going to have to pay that fucking price. It sucks.
Yeah, and people who are willing to pay like $4,000 or $5,000 for like luxury apartments.
Rent is so insane, dude.
The reality is, the more people want to pay for or are willing to pay for rent, that's what it's going to stay at.
Yeah.
If people are accepting these offers, landlords are going to say, "Okay, cool, we'll keep it at this high rate."
It's nuts, dude.
You gotta fight the power.
Yeah, the moment someone is either leaves because it's too expensive or they get kicked out, I guess, which I just witnessed, someone else comes right in and pays that fucking fat price.
That's the problem.
That's, oh gosh, dude.
There's too many people that are willing to pay, way over what they should be paying.
Yeah.
It's like causing this like fake inflation in the rental prices.
That's why I got into archery. I'm just going to be a trained killer. Just like fixing the problems. Too many people. I'm basically a trained killer now.
It's basically just be a hitman.
Just hunting.
When you walk in the room, you just hear the warmed.
Oh my goodness, dude.
It's like Predator. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and obviously what the paper said was eviction, but also said where it came from, which was said like the name of the building, the owners. I'm like, okay, it came from the building, obviously.
Right.
I was like, yeah, is that how you evict people? You just like, if it's too long, you basically just hit up the sheriffs? Is that what you do?
I think you have to, yeah.
It's probably like a safety thing, because you're not gonna deal with them yourself. Like,
Yeah, because
Get out.
like it's your business, right? So let's say like, the worst case scenario, you try to kick them out and they attack you. You know how the laws are. Like if you defend yourself, like you get in trouble too. So it's like
A lot of gray area there.
you can't even risk it as a business owner.
No way. Well, yeah, I saw that. Saw driving up here, saw a motorcycle accident.
Oh man, I've been seeing a lot of accidents lately. I drive all the way from LA, and like I always see a minimum of like 3 accidents on the way over here.
My goodness, dude.
Yeah, it's wild.
But luckily, it looked like they were all right. By all right, I mean like you don't see body parts on the fucking freeway.
Okay.
It's like they were just being
They were alive.
looked like they were all intact and going into the back of the
Yeah.
ambulance. And I was like, but you see like the bike in the middle of the freeway. And I was like, geez, dude.
Like, and that's the reality. Like if you ride a motorcycle, man, you got to really be careful.
What I've heard is that it's not when. It's not if, it's when.
It's when you will crash.
Jeez, I guess just how serious it is.
It's just, like, and it's also like not to blame motorcyclists, but like the way the motorcyclists ride on the freeway doesn't help because, I'm sorry, but they'll like weave through traffic, and it's like people should be more aware, but you just have to know that not everyone is like checking their mirrors when they merge and stuff like that. So a lot of times motorcyclists will like, fly through. Obviously I drive all the time. They'll fly through lanes, just assuming that no one's gonna like pull out or open their car door. Like so many things could happen.
Yeah, you kind of have to assume, which is a way of life. I mean, no one. We got to realize, no one gives a fuck about you. It's not a bad thing. It's just got to assume that you can't like.
But it just makes you very vulnerable because you're not in a car. It's just you on the bike. That's it.
You shouldn't assume, I'm in a motorcycle station. No, like no one gives a fuck.
No,
you're just gonna get hurt. And I consider myself a pretty self-aware driver. And I got clipped. I got clipped once.
Right.
Where I was changing a lane to a carpool lane, And then like the way the bike was coming out, I was like, it hit my blind spot perfectly.
Oh yeah.
But it was the most minor clip, and you know, it's like you asked me, like, "You all right?" I asked you, "You all right?" It was just like there's even no marks, but like the most minor clip. But the fact that I miss it, and I'm pretty like,
you're careful.
I'm looking. I have my blinker on, and like even
Bikes are small, especially those like little street bikes,
Yeah.
where they're like low to the ground. Dude, everyone has like some blind spot in their car.
yeah,
I mean, newer cars have like the blind spot, like little like sensor and stuff, but I don't even know if that picks up motorcycles. To be honest,
that's true, huh?
it picks up cars.
Yeah, I don't think it does. Yeah, Jay, can you look it up? Does the car sensor pick up on motorcycles?
Because I feel like anytime a motorcycle, you know, I'm almost always surprised by them when they fly by me.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit.
Like I don't see them coming, so it's like I hope they're looking, because
Yeah.
most cars are not always looking at their mirrors when they're trying to pay attention to the road in front of them. You know.
Blind spot monitoring systems have difficulty detecting motorcycles.
There you go.
There it is.
I had a feeling. I definitely had a feeling.
And this is from a personal injury attorney's office.
Yeah.
Who probably deals with a lot of motorcyclists.
These are always like
hurt.
peer-reviewed kind of
Wow.
official documents here. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, how even if the sensor on a car, even the modern cars, I mean, how can you pick up something that's coming up so quickly and not exactly the massive car?
Exactly.
Like the size difference is so extreme.
It's like picking up like a bird or something, you know, at that point.
It's like a cat versus a horse, dude. Like, it's just,
And again, it's the thing of like skipping, like people on like Harleys and stuff. I don't see doing this as much, but especially people on street bikes. You know, and again, I know this is like kind of widely accepted, so it is what it is. But like when they're like flying through the middle of lanes, I just in my head, I just worry because I'm like, I hope someone doesn't pull out and hit them. And like you said, it's gonna eventually happen.
yes.
You know,
Something else to consider is that I wonder if the biker is listening to music. So
almost always,
So imagine a biker listening to death metal. They're
blasting it,
or they're blasting Knock Loose, and they're just fucking driving.
Right.
It's like you're in your own world, man.
Oh yeah, and these guys are going, 130. You know,
It's gonna sound weird, but the funny thing, when right after Mitch died and got into his accident, a lot of close homies got Harleys.
Wow.
Weird.
So like, what?
That's strange. I wonder what the thought process is of that. Was Mitch on a street bike or?
He just got the Harley.
Oh, it was a Harley. Okay.
Yeah, literally, we all just signed to Nuclear Blast, and we all most of us bought vehicles. I bought the Cadillac,
Oh yeah.
and he bought the Harley.
Man, that's crazy that happened on a Harley because they're supposed to be safe. They're safer, I guess. You know what I mean?
It was a nice bike.
Damn.
And
nuts.
dude, I'm so sorry about Mitch, and like, dude, it sucks. He got an accident, then
They all get Harleys.
Then they went out and got Harleys. It was
It's
very,
a weird
it was
cognitive dissonance thing.
very bizarre. I mean, at some level, we all kind of know like the dangers like with bikes, but there is. I do understand like the fascination.
I get it.
behind
I mean,
them.
they're badass. Like
they look fucking badass, dude, and they look fun.
I've been on one. They're fun. They're definitely fun. You know what I mean? Like you can't deny it. But I don't know. I guess the way I look at it is like I don't think it should be your daily driver. It should be more of like a thing that you go like cruise around and you know what I mean? Like just have fun with it. Like
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I think riding it every day is such a high risk.
It's just
Like not having a car and just having like a bike. I don't know.
I think that's the middle ground there.
Yeah.
This is every day. I mean, dude, driving in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just driving in general on the freeway is scary. Like I can't even imagine. Oh, I have to drive 40 miles right now on a bike, and it's raining. Like let's say.
Oh, dude, the past month has been just insane with driving, dude.
That's what. Can you imagine motorcyclists in the rain in LA traffic?
I see him.
Nuts.
It's like a numbers game at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm concerned driving in the car every day. Like that's it's funny. We always
Yeah.
talk about driving on this fucking thing, but like it's so true, man.
It's
like
so real.
Just driving. I'm like, man, like try to be a safe driver. I use my blinker. If you're listening and watching this,
Use your blinker.
use your fucking blinker. It's I'm a piece of shit. I try to be a piece of shit less, and little things, dude. Like just use your blinker.
Yeah.
The world does not evolve around us. Just gotta use your blinker. I'm like, dude, if a car's that sketchy, you just add more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
easy.
yeah.
It's a very simple. Once you get used to it, it's second nature.
Yeah, and I'm driving the car. I'm listening to Orgy. I'm in a zone.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly looking for a smaller vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my childhood. It's like, man, this band's so sick. Remember they were fucking playing Family Values.
Zone out,
This
yeah.
year, zoning out, dude. How
Yeah.
heavy is Orgy? Oh
Dude.
my, that record Candy Ass is incredible. I've been listening to Orgy the past week a lot, and that record is fucking unbelievable.
I was bumping it
Yeah.
the other day, actually, getting coffee.
Yeah.
Candy Ass, yeah.
Yeah,
Even
man.
the one, I think is after that, with the Fiction, the song with Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
It brought back so many memories. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm
Dreaming in digital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, so good,
so
man.
cool, so like cutting edge and dope.
That band did remind me of my childhood a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You listen to those guitar tones, like that is heavy.
Oh yeah.
Just had that
Definitely.
over the story we were talking about last week as well. Man, I love that guitar tone.
Yeah.
And they just put out a new song, I think, like last week, and the same kind of brought back some memories with
Yeah.
with the tones and stuff.
I checked it out as well.
No, it's sick, man.
It's good. It's good. It's cool.
I believe the song's called "Empty."
Yes.
Yeah.
Just came out. Pretty fucking
And they're playing a Sick New World, right?
yes.
Yeah, they're on that.
Got to figure out if I'm going. It's Vegas,
Dude, it's a new metal. It's literally a festival
can't-
made for you.
I cannot go, dude.
They said, "Oh, let's make a festival for Garza."
I think that's what the promoters were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And okay, so if for those of you listening and watching, there's 3 rooms connected to this whole studio. The amount of backwards R's that are in this 420 square foot,
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of backwards R's.
Yeah.
I cannot. If I don't go to this festival, I'll be a poser. I gotta go.
You would be, I think,
I'll be
12-year-old you would be pissed for sure.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, you jaded old fuck? Get off your lazy ass and go to Vegas.
Dude, Cold is playing.
Cold, that will be pretty sick.
I just love that they were able to get 30 plus bands to reform for this. It's awesome.
It's May 13th, Saturday. It's one day.
Yeah.
Got System of a Down,
Probably 4
Deftones,
stages.
Korn, Incubus, Turnstile, and you have the deep cuts like let's see,
Cold Chamber.
Lowe's playing, which is a great band. Oh yeah, so Orgy, Cold,
I love Placebo.
Filter,
Alien Ant Farm,
Hoobastank.
Hoobastank,
Seven Dust,
Soulfly, Seven Dust, Katie, Cold Chamber, yeah.
Fever.
Cradle. Oh shit. I'm sorry. There's Orgy.
Yep.
Flyleaf. I hear with Lacey. I hear a lot of people love Flyleaf.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure. Papa Roach, of course.
That was a big.
Chevelle.
I think that was a big band for like the older Gen Z crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was their like Evanescence or like
Yeah.
Load.
you know what I mean?
Load is there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Load is gonna be cool.
It's good to see Chevelle so high up there because Chevelle is a sleeper band. If you ever saw Chevelle live, there's something about them.
Yeah.
They're just. It's funny. I saw literally like the last song. I forgot they were playing. It was like a festival similar to this. So like a massive. I was like just walking around.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Chevelle's playing, and there's just something about it, like the soul. I'm like, damn, that's why you're still Chevelle.
They
Holy
always
shit.
reminded me of like Deftones in that way, where the music has this like atmosphere and vibe to it.
Yeah.
Where you could just kind of like jam.
Yeah, they had this atmosphere to them, and
Very few bands can pull off that sound. I think.
look up Chevelle J. I want to say they're all brothers.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but I just want to confirm. Probably via wiki,
Yeah. I just saw them in Aftershock. They were awesome.
Let's check out the old wiki.
Originally composed of 2 brothers, Pete Loeffler and Sam Loeffler.
Nice.
2 brothers, alongside.
Oh, but then Joe Loeffler joins in 96.
Oh, so now it is all
So it was
brothers.
3 brothers.
They're all brothers.
Wow, that's cool.
At the moment, it's just back to 2 brothers. But at one point, it was 3.
That's what it was.
That's
Because
sick.
they have a different drummer now, I think. Was it something like that?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was a different guy on drums when
They
I
came
saw
out in
them.
95. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
They've
they
been
came
around
out-
a long time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
6 million records.
They were, yeah, that's the crazy thing about them is like they might be, I think them and Alien Ant Farm are probably the 2 most slept on bands from like the new metal, alternative metal kind of scene.
Mm-hmm.
No one talks about those bands.
This is huge.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to the festival, dude.
Feel like it's just one of those, you can't miss it.
If I miss it, I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do on this thing, dude.
I feel like the crowd here would be interesting.
It's going to be a cool mix of like, yeah, like new fans and old OG fans.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool. It's kind of like, this is like the new metal when we were young,
It looks
essentially.
awesome. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
Obviously, the same promoters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
same team putting it on.
So, well, this works for this. Let's just do it for new metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And new metal, you know, probably even reaches like a wider audience of people than like post-hardcore and emo and stuff.
Screamo.
I think this is definitely like
This
a
is
wider,
huge. This, I thought
especially a
this was
wider
fake.
age group, from like young kids
Wider
to
age
older
group.
people.
Wider
you know?
age. You're right. New metal was, I mean, still arguably is like the largest heavy genre.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think new metal is the biggest that
Like-
metal or like heavy aggressive music has ever been.
Commercially.
Yes.
Commercially, yeah.
successful.
Commercially.
you could argue thrash, but you can't really call Metallica like a straight thrash band. Like you can't.
And you can't just name one band as an example. Like-
Yeah, exactly.
They're the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where new metal, you have all these bands and they're fucking they're just
Like
all
the-
massive.
The top 4 are all gigantic bands.
This System Up, Down, Korn, Deftones, Incubus. I mean, come on.
That could have
Those
been
are
it.
bands that have never stopped touring, just consistently like getting bigger and bigger. So, you know,
We all know Korn's the best on that lineup. We all know, dude.
oh man, I can't pick a favorite. I mean, well,
That's tough.
you know who my favorite band is, but
Deftones, yeah.
I'm not gonna like be biased. I can't.
System is probably my top.
I will say though, as far as live,
My ass itches.
Korn is amazing live.
Oh, of course. They're the heaviest
It's a
live band
different thing.
on the planet.
If like any of the listeners have never seen Korn live and you're like you like them, but you're not like crazy about them, see them live. It'll change your whole perspective.
When they
Honestly-
play Here to Stay, it's fucking insane.
And they always open with Here to Stay. That's the
Oh
best
my
part.
God, it's literally the heaviest thing you can see live.
Oh, we're gonna open with our heaviest breakdown.
This should be the headline
Yeah.
of the Hoobastank.
Oh, and they just play the Reason
They should
like
be at
20
the top.
times.
Yeah, that should be the top right there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny if you chug any Korn pattern, it's so heavy.
I mean, yeah.
Like John,
Oh, yeah.
John.
Yeah, I think Korn just has like the catchiest riffs. That's really what it comes
Can't
down
fuck
to.
with
Like
it, dude.
their riffs immediately just get stuck in your head.
Yeah, as Taylor Barber said, they're
Falling Away From Me, like any of those drops.
earworm riffs, dude. They're just like there.
Yeah.
Like you hear it once or twice, and it's like you're just there playing. You just keep hearing that fucking riff or that vocal part.
That'll
God,
happen to
it's
me
sick.
where like I'll get a Korn riff in my head and I have to play it.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, where's the nearest
Of course, yeah.
Spotify that I can
Of
play? Like,
course.
I don't know why. It's just like addictive.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Earworms.
Earworms.
That
Exactly.
Freak on a Leash drop though. That
Oh yeah. The go.
that's
Yeah. JD's so good at those kind of mosh call drops.
Yeah.
You know, there's like Blind, the Are You Ready? There's
Yeah.
the Go. Like, those are such iconic moments. Like, I feel like it's such a small thing that people could, like, not think about. But, like, I think those are the things where, like, if you're on the fence about, like, heavy music, but then you hear a drop like that, it kind of puts, like, heavy music into context of why it's so cool.
Yeah.
How it can, like, grab your attention like that.
Yep. So sick, dude. This part, dude.
Yeah.
That little break, dude. Jeez, man.
It's just like
You can chug that too. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
and that's one of those draws where like
That's
the way
it.
I look at we could probably mute it. Yeah.
Yeah, before we get flagged.
Yeah, we have like a 10-second rule on songs. You guys know how it goes with YouTube. But
It just takes over your body.
like what interests me is heavy music that breaks the rules and somehow is accessible to like anyone from like a 16-year-old or 14-year-old kid to like someone's grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
If you could show your grandfather Korn and he gets it,
Yeah.
that means there's something to that music. You know what I mean? Like there's certain artists that break those rules.
Yep. I agree, man.
It's cool.
Yeah, my parents know what corn is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's like universally known.
Universal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, should we get to the new news?
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
New scoop.
News scoop,
The
new
new
news.
scoop.
At the moment, is what it's called.
Oh my gosh, it sucks.
Suicide Silence goes Schumann and their new music video, Altar of Self.
You guys entered the metaverse.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide Silence gets more washed up with new track.
Is that the lamb goat comment? No.
Oh my goodness.
This is from courtesy of the PRP.
Shout out PRP.
Cool, yeah, if you haven't seen, we dropped a new video last Monday, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you hear this or watch this, it was last week, and but the track's been out for a month via your preferred streaming service.
March 10th release date for the new studio album, right?
It was one of your guys' heaviest tracks from the album, I think.
That's cool.
California. What do people say about us? Californian deathcore pillars.
Pillars.
Pillars. What?
What's
you
a
guys
pillar?
Are, the pillars.
So like you guys
hold
are
up-
like
No, you hold up the structure of deathcore.
you guys are the foundation of deathcore is what they're
basically,
saying.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
interesting. Well, if you ask our competing bands that, they'll probably have a way different answer.
Probably not.
Oh goodness,
That's so funny.
it's funny. A funny story about this track is everyone you get into like these. I mean, we're all older, so we don't really, necessarily fight or bicker anymore. But it's like you kind of have to pick your battles.
Yeah.
And besides Dan, our bass player, I mean, no one wanted this song on the record. Like
Really?
Yeah. So I had to it's so hard to know when to fight for something when like, okay, I'll let this go and let's just to keep the morale up. But this one I fought for. It was such a sick song. And,
I mean, it's one of my favorites for
It's
sure.
different. It's like colorful.
colorful. I like that.
Yeah. I was listening to it. It's a little more up here, right? A little more dissonant kind of chords, kind of stuff.
Yeah, we actually went from the 0 fret to the fourth or something. I think we went prog.
It was cool. It was cool.
Like it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes.
it fits the video too.
Directed
Totally.
by,
The song is perfect for the video.
shout out Vicente Cordero,
Yeah.
the homie.
Vicente, great.
Awesome dude.
He's done our past 4 videos. But yeah, I fought for this song. I'm very glad that it worked out. And you can't deny the fucking some riffs. I mean, when you hear like that's a sick fucking song, we should.
Yeah.
And the guys just look like, oh, and you just totally just don't see it.
Yeah.
But this one I definitely fought for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that people enjoy. This is so funny. Like when people have strong opinions and it gets out there, people hear it and listen to it. It's like there's like nothing, like any thought that maybe another band member had. It's like just yeah, everyone loves the song.
Right.
People love this song.
It's like you know how it is. When it's your art, you're always going to be the harshest critic.
Of course. So yeah, we're all pulling out mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play mine.
Are those legit?
My friend in Corona gave me these. My homie in
Yeah,
Corona.
like everyone says, I say wow a lot and sick, which I do.
My friend the General in Denver gave me these.
The general.
Good God.
Those are actually real
Yeah.
mushrooms.
That's awesome.
I
So you
can
guys
tell.
actually took mushrooms for this?
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Hey, man, it's authentic, bro.
But
Nuts that you guys did that.
That's awesome.
so I've never done a full mushroom trip. I never done one.
Until now.
No, I mean I spit them out.
Okay.
Okay, got you.
I'm not trying to do this fucking video.
That would have been weird.
Yeah, that would have been
impossible,
intense.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've only done like the. Should I be even talking about this? Only done like the DMT. I've done DMT a couple times.
Oh, shit.
Ayahuasca a few times. Like the whole ceremony, like the shaman and all that stuff.
I mean, that's the
Microdosed,
Yeah.
but you can't really count a full trip. But that's on my list of things to do very soon too. I need to like, have a little reset of life.
I think you just need to be in the right environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a good, welcoming environment.
Yeah, I'm ready to face some demons. Let's fucking go, dude.
Or it can be really nice and calming.
You know
positive.
what? I don't like those trips.
Really?
Like if I get high or there was an ayahuasca experience where, I had like a very happy, like I love everybody and
Positive.
I just don't. Me personally, I'm only talking about myself. Like I just didn't learn as much.
So you always want to learn something.
I want to. If I'm doing something, like show me the shit. What's like what's in there. So if it's a positive, I don't really need to be reminded that I love my friends and my family, which is very important, obviously. But like if you're doing something for a purpose, like whatever, but like show me the shit.
You're like, I set aside this whole day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I got snacks. I got,
Yep.
I have Netflix queued up. Like I want to like really get into this.
Yeah.
Do you seek like a catharsis or like a purging or just like knowledge or something?
Knowledge.
Knowledge, right?
Knowledge. People prefer to purge, but I think the definition of purging is different for every person. Does for me, purging is if you get the knowledge. Purging for me, it's actually doing what the knowledge teaches you. So,
Right.
So if you want, I don't know.
Versus like getting sick or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people do.
I personally don't need to throw up. I personally need to go home and start doing the shit that I literally just got the vision for.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like a form of purging.
Do you like write down your experiences?
Yeah.
Like take notes and stuff?
Yeah. Big on something I do. Yeah. Just more so with smoking weed. Just smoke and anything that comes to mind. Just write it down. Some things stick. It's like like an idea. Some things stick. Some things don't.
Yeah.
But and there's a lot when you're high and have a bad trip. But that's when you learn something, dude.
Yeah.
And that's
totally.
like, let's fucking go there.
Get a little scared, right?
Yeah. It's nice to. It's just there's nothing unhealthy about having a reminder of how vulnerable we are and being human. It's just not.
I mean, it's knowledge, like you said.
Yep. Also, I don't condone this. Don't listen to damn what I'm saying. We're gonna edit all this out. Do not listen to me.
This was a story of fiction.
Yeah, but please subscribe. Oh my goodness! But yeah, hope you all love the song. We spent a lot of time on the song and the video. Wanted to make people feel like there's that they're experiencing a trip.
Yeah. That was really. I think it was pretty authentic.
Well, sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
All right, Jay. What's next?
that was interesting. And other news
It's Black
presented.
Yeah, is that Black Sabbath?
I
What is
believe
that?
that's
I don't know who that is.
It looks like Deep Purple there.
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, brought to us by Loudwire. Fit for an Autopsies. Joe is the second vocalist to leave the deathcore supergroup The Big Six.
Joe Bad, what a fucking pure soul, man.
Awesome guy.
Sick vocalist.
Great dude.
I love all those guys in that band.
But yeah, the second guy to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Following Franz.
Is there a reason why that was specified, or is it just the news breaking?
Yeah, so I read that there was something about whoever put this together didn't take into account the permission to use vocalist likenesses.
Okay.
So it's
I
like a
see.
legal thing, I guess, with contracts and
Got
stuff like
it.
that.
Unfortunately, that is kind of true. You have to kind of, as much as you might be a pure guy or woman and you want to like sing on a track or play on a track, you kind of have to clear it. It sucks, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're talking 6
That's a lot.
vocals, that's a lot of clearance, dude. And
It's a lot of lawyers to talk to.
It's
and
not as simple as it should be or seems.
you would think, right? Like if it's you,
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can do this, right? But you have to get permission. Like,
it's just
if you're on a contract and stuff, obviously.
sure.
Like,
Contracts is the law.
But the idea is still sick. I mean, hopefully they do something with it. It'll be awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's my first thought was because obviously you always go to like your music brain.
yeah.
My first thought when I saw it, I'm like, how are they going to schedule anything?
These guys are all on tour.
This might be generalizing, whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't trust singers in general with having
Yeah.
any form of schedule,
Now there's 6 of them.
any type of discipline.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love Eddie. I love singers. I love Mitch, but I wouldn't trust that scheduling stuff.
It's just the personality type you're saying.
Kinda is.
Basically, yeah.
They just show up.
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's so hard to schedule 2 bands to do anything.
Right.
Dude, throughout our whole career, dude, like scheduling any tour has been, I can't name one easy one.
Yeah.
It's been like, is this band available? Or let's talk to them for fucking 4 months until they say yes or no.
Right.
It's like scheduling 2 bands. So that's when my brain went. But then my
Right.
second thought process was, this is fucking sick. Obviously, I want to see something happen with it.
I'm sure they'll find a way to make it work, you know.
Yeah, but shout out to Joe Bad. He's fucking sick, dude. And shout out to also Fit for an Autopsy.
Yeah.
Great guys.
Oh, yeah. Tim and all them.
Yeah.
Great guys.
Yeah. Franz stepped aside to focus on Attila.
Mm-hmm.
So, and was
And then they
replaced.
added Darius, right?
Darius from Spite.
From Spite.
Sick. Well, what's Darius? I mean, sickest. The
Beast.
sickest, dude. Trying to get Darius on the pod for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that'd be sick.
What's next, Jay?
Well, I came across this article from the PRP.
Uh-oh.
Monuments vocalist Andy Zizek, I believe that's how you say his name.
Mhm.
That's a good guess.
He opens up on the mental and financial struggles of being in a band. And
Okay.
today, 2023.
Oh, what's today?
So he expressed that, to quote his Twitter, being in a band feels pretty stupid now. The culture's embarrassing and
Blunt.
nothing about it is cool anymore. Make almost no money, and half his old heroes are disgraced perverts. He worked his whole life for this, and all he feels is ashamed, broken down, and obsolete. Barely hanging on.
I'm very curious, you know, as someone that's in this world,
this
and this is
is-
your gig, like, how do you feel about that?
So subjects like this, yeah,
Sorry.
Josta
Yeah, Justin replies.
chimed
Oh,
in,
yeah.
which he has a lot of experience with that, which is great.
Yeah.
This, I don't even know where to start with stuff like this.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's personal.
It
I think
is,
it's
yeah.
probably subjective to different people.
It has to be,
It's a
yeah.
little heavy, but I feel like
Like every person's experience, every band's experience is going to be different. You know what I mean? But
it's worth bringing up. So.
Yeah, every band dynamic is, you would think it's similar, but it's really not. There's a lot of intricacies in there with different personalities. You're talking different upbringings. And yeah, it's a really tough subject, especially when you're talking mental health. It's,
Yeah.
You really don't know, even when you try to understand what they're thinking and what they're going through. I'm not complaining, but being in a band is very difficult. I forgot how many times I wanted to quit.
yeah.
Just out of like this is too much, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a job where you could clock in and out. When you clock out, you just go home and fucking not think about it and hang out.
24 hours.
It's just the brain does not stop, and that's kind of, they say, you know, obviously the blessing is the curse. But
yeah.
again, I'm not complaining, but there is some realities that it does drive you pretty fucking crazy sometimes.
Would you say that maybe it's just like long term, not for everyone, right?
No.
I think that's
No.
what it comes down to.
You kind of sign up for, you really get pushed to your limits. You get pushed to your patience. And another big issue, which I talked to the guys about, is you get into music to play music.
Yeah.
You know, but the reality is there is a business to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to making a business decision, when I mean by business decisions, it's not about the money.
Yeah.
You have to be smart, knowing where the money is going,
Yeah.
and what the band's doing. You got to be strategic. Can't be just throw shit out. No
Yeah.
business works like that. None.
I mean, it's like, you know, you just have to know how to budget things and be like savvy with that kind of thing.
It's like what happens when the manager will mismanage a restaurant. As we all seen, you'll see the fucking close.
Yep.
It's just there's
Yeah.
just reality. Obviously, whoever started that restaurant probably loved that food, loved making that restaurant. But there's realities, you know, you got
They weren't a business person. That's the problem.
and
Yeah.
unfortunately, into your career, when you try to get into the mindset and make intelligent choices. I mean, our shit's very public and of decisions we made that weren't good.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to make business decisions, and but the problem with that is, which is what I'm getting to. No one in a band is a business person.
I mean, if you're lucky, you know, there might be one person that had a business degree or something.
If you're lucky, and obviously, like, there's a whole money stigma and having a healthy attachment to it, and that's a balance in itself that's pretty damn special. If someone finds that, I do my best to find that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have 3 to 5 men or women in one group, and you're basically married.
Yeah.
You started a band without even thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna potentially know this person for the rest of my life.
You guys are gonna get very personal. You're gonna know everything about each other.
You start crying.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna have arguments. You're gonna hug each other. You're gonna have the whole spectrum of emotions you're gonna experience with them.
Farts.
it weighs in. It definitely weighs heavy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for everybody. Even when I see stuff like this, it's really hard to gauge. Like, I would have to talk to him in person, and even when I talk to some of my guys, it's just really hard to gauge stuff like that. And you're tested to your limits. And unfortunately, I'm very lucky. I'm a lucky guy. You're not going to see me do any of this. I'm very one of my strengths as a person. I don't have many of them, but I can handle a lot.
Right.
Mentally, emotionally, that's just how I'm wired. I'm very lucky.
You're resilient.
But a lot of people aren't like that.
And that's why I think the biggest thing for me is just the realization of, like, being in a long-term touring band is just not for every personality type.
No.
Like, you can love music, you know what I mean? Like, you can be amazing at it. You can be super talented. But if you don't have that resilience to, like, be able to take a lot of, basically you're taking a beating emotionally and, you know, sometimes physically even.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not viable long term.
It's not.
You know, like in then which case you would have to make that decision. Okay, should I just do this really more for fun and enjoy music as, like, more of just a passion thing?
Yeah.
Or do I want to continue doing this as a business? Is the really big distinction you have to make.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And I hope this guy is doing better now. But
yeah, shout out to him. I hope you're doing better.
It's so oh my goodness, it's tough, man. And only going through experience, what helps us is, like, there's got to be, like, a future. You got to have someone really taking the reins.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that to kind of give you like a bright side, because no matter what you do, which we do have experience with this. Like, when you want to do something, it always, I think actually Joshua actually said that, which is cool, but it always gets worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
you're pretty much guaranteed that. And from what I learned is that depends. You could kind of choose what level you want to hit.
Yeah,
like, as far as I guess, how do we say it? Popularity, or, you know, what have you, but depending on what you go for, you're going to lose a lot more.
Yeah.
So you want
how much do you want to sacrifice, right?
Oh yeah, I want to go here. So if you want to go here, right? You're going to sacrifice that to get there.
The whole way up, you'll sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I've never, you know, the pun intended with the band name, but, like, you know, I never had suicidal thoughts ever in my life until I was 36.
Right.
I mean, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But you get pushed mentally and emotionally to depths in your soul that you never even thought you had.
Right.
You know, but that's what you call sacrifice. You know, it's just you want to do something, you got to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I can't think of anything. I mean, shit. I mean, you want to get a 6-pack? Well, you gotta eat a little bit less. That's
Diet
sacrifice,
and work your
man.
ass off at the gym, and yeah, no, it's true.
There's always something. As I always say this too, like everything in life has a price. I got that from my favorite book, The Alchemist, and it's so true, man. Everything in life has a price.
And that's why I think it's important to like, promote the idea of like being resilient and being patient, because things take time. And like you said, I think that's a great quote, like of like, it always gets worse before it gets better.
100%.
Because I think a lot of people quit before they're even at the worst part,
Yes.
not knowing that the rainbow is on the other side of the hill. You know what I mean? Like, they're almost where they need to be. They just need to stick it through to the other side.
Yeah, and that's one of my biggest fears as a person in a band. Like, imagine quitting right when you're about to pop. I don't think I could live myself.
Just because there was one thing that happened that brought you guys down for a second. You know what I mean? It could be one
happens.
thing.
It happens often. But man, it just that thought, like, if we quit right before you've been through all this publicly and privately, and you lost friends, and and just to stop right before everything that you were working for. Well, that terrifies me, and also dying young terrifies me. Yeah, like, I mean, what a tragic story! Like, something that happened to us, like right before we even like before the career happened.
Right,
that'll be so tragic.
Right, totally.
But the good news is, so I'm gonna circle back. The good news for me personally is, obviously, this is not for everybody, but when you go through when you have that thought process and those lows, you come out a better person, and you learn a lot about yourself. I remember, as I was talking about, like, I had those thoughts. I never had them in my life. I never really had those thoughts before. Yeah. And the next day, in the next 2 days, woke up, depending, in the morning I do something like physical. And these days I went for a walk. I go out for a walk in the park, and there's like some mansion areas I like looking at in Corona. So I walk up, put some music on, walk up, and they were the most blissful, beautiful, joyful walks I ever had. Yeah. Because now you have something to compare it to. Right. And while I was this low, now that when you get out of that, like, there's like this joyous feeling after it. If you get through it and you learn shit, and then you went out for a walk and just enjoy this. Sounds cheesy, but just enjoy like the air, and like, man, I'm alive. Yeah, I feel good, man.
It's like this, like this. I mean, it's a super classic saying, but it's like, you can't have good without the bad. You can't. Because, like,
there's no way.
If you've never experienced something hard, you have nothing to compare it to when you have a good experience.
Totally.
So it makes those good experiences that much better when you've gone through a lot, and then you have a great experience.
Yes.
I
agree. Well, Monuments, also, shout out to them. They're fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, they shred. Those guys are awesome.
Yep. All right, let's see
what's next.
What we got. Let's go. Let's go to the MTV shows. Let's just
check it out.
Let's just go through this quick.
Yeah, I thought this was fun. Do you guys remember TRL?
Oh yeah.
So wait, this is go up. This is 11 best MTV shows that were actually about music. Cool.
Nice.
But what's number 11?
The golden days. TRL, Total Request Live with Carson Daly.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that is my childhood.
That was a great show, man.
That was great, man.
A lot of what I'm into now, I think, is because of the show.
It's cool. And they would have guests on and stuff.
Having guests on, and like, it was really cool seeing
that,
like,
top 10 countdown was so cool.
The top 10 countdown was sick, and it was like, there's a time frame where, like, it was a constant battle between boy bands and like new metal
and like Linkin Park.
It was like
literally one year like Backstreet Boys and Linkin Park in the end.
It's all it was.
Battling.
It was either 98 Degrees, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys competing with Korn, Limp Bizkit, and Linkin Park for and then Tom Green comes in and has the bum song. It has the number one song in the country.
I love that.
Shout out to Tom Green, man. He's fucking sick.
Tom Green's the OG of podcasting too, just to throw that out there.
Yeah, man. Fuck
literally did it before anybody else.
Absolutely. We would not be here without Tom Green. For sure.
Shout out Tom Green.
Unplugged. That's a great show, man.
Oh yeah.
Iconic, right? Series right there.
Obviously the you know, the Nirvana Unplugged, still legendary to this day.
Dude, I mean, even that picture is like iconic. Like that's the
You know exactly
yeah,
what that's
that's
from.
the
Like,
Unplugged session.
yeah.
Obviously, yeah, the Nirvana one is
Alice in Chains.
the Alice in Chains. If you watch the Alice in Chains once and just look at Lane Staley do vocals, you're like, whoa, that's just dark shit.
Yeah.
That's dark shit. Awesome.
Making the videos.
Oh, yeah, that's
I remember
pretty
that.
sick.
Remember that?
That was cool.
That's pretty cool.
All the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Crazy they had a show just for BTS. That's sick.
Yeah, that's
Dude, that
great.
was golden MTV years.
Yeah.
What else? I don't remember. 120 minutes.
I have no idea what this show is.
I heard of it, never saw it.
Headbangers Ball.
Of course, Headbangers Ball, sick.
I love.
That's
Headbangers Ball.
how I discovered Cannibal Corpse.
Really?
Would never have heard death metal without
Wow.
Headbangers Ball.
Well, it did its job.
Yeah, originally
Yeah.
fronted by Ricky Rackman, and then Josta handled it
Oh yeah.
in the revival
Mm-hmm.
series. Alternative Nation. A
Never
little
heard
bit
this.
before my time.
Never heard of that.
Fuck.
Never heard of this either.
What's this?
IRS Records presents The Cutting Edge.
No, I've never heard of that.
83 to 87.
Wow, keep going.
Yeah, a lot of 80s shows.
Never heard of that.
Nope.
Any viewers?
Turn it up.
Nope.
Yo, MTV Raps.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Got me
Sick.
into early hip hop stuff for
yeah,
sure.
good stuff.
Tribe Called Quest and all that.
All Things Rock. Don't remember that at all.
Didn't.
Well, cool.
That wraps
That's
that
good.
up.
Let's, yeah, TRL is fucking. It's a big one, man.
That's the most iconic for sure.
That's a fucking.
Changed the game.
It's cool because you put like it was genius when you think about it because you have like you basically have competing genres that are both super passionate. You're talking about people who are calling in.
Yeah.
They wanted Korn to be number one so bad, but like you have like the NSYNC bands. They wanted NSYNC to be number one so bad.
Like obviously the big labels and everything wanted to push
so
that.
Great,
but-
a great show, man.
Britney
Yeah.
Spears.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
Britney
It's just
Spears.
funny to have Britney Spears and Korn in the same conversation.
It was really pop versus metal. If you really think about what it was, obviously
Yeah.
you could have your opinion with Korns and Limp Bizkits and Linkin Park TV debate metal, but they did represent heavy music in that show, man.
At the highest level,
Yeah, it was
really in
so
the
fucking
mainstream.
sick,
So,
dude.
yeah.
So sick, man. Well, let's what the fuck?
Slipknot on
Slipknot
TV.
sick. Yeah, let's close this one out.
Oh yeah.
Bring it home, Jay.
All right. Guitar Center employee puts person in chokehold.
Oh, this is sick. This is. I gotta see it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
handles it.
It's just a Twitter. Oh yeah.
It's just a one-person
Oh,
job.
man.
5 million views on Twitter.
Yeah.
Huge.
Holy moly. He has an acoustic guitar? Oh, he's smashing it? What
Yeah,
a
he's
dick.
trying to hit the security guard with it.
All right, you're gonna leave right now. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You are leaving this store right fucking now. Right? Or you're gonna gently let you out.
He taps.
Bro.
He watches UFC for sure.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck up.
He taps. Okay, so what? So he was stealing a acoustic. Is that what was going on?
He was trying to run
I
out with it.
believe
Yeah.
I read that.
He's carrying him out.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
he drags him
Dude,
out.
one person. Just, you got it.
I had a theory about this video.
Hey, fair game.
Give
Yeah.
that guy a raise.
I have a theory about
He needs
what he
needs-
was trying to do.
He
But
needs a raise. What he's trying to do is get a raise.
Oh, yeah.
no, I have a theory about the guy that was stealing the guitar.
Oh, what's your theory?
So a lot of people nowadays, you know, a lot of times when they do stuff like this, it's like a scam thing where like, oh, I hope the security guard hurts me so that I can like sue them later on. And I think
Yep.
that's probably what it was. Which is why he's on the floor acting like he got super hurt when in reality nothing happened to him.
Oh, yeah.
It's very common, dude. Very common.
Yeah,
So,
especially a big corporation like Guitar Center, you know.
So a Reddit user clarified that he wasn't thrown out for stealing. He had just assaulted an employee.
Oh, even worse.
Oh, then he's screwed, yeah.
Even worse. I thought he was getting kicked out because he started playing the wrong song and like
Like you played Stairway to Heaven.
It's like,
you
you're
gotta
out
go.
Like, can't you read?
chokehold.
When you're on the demo electronic drum set and they tell you you gotta stop.
And it's like I'm gonna practice my blast beat for the first time ever right now. This is the perfect time.
I am just gonna punish this, you know, Guitar Center drum section employee.
Shout out Albuquerque Guitar Center.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, Albuquerque, there you
They
go.
don't fuck around.
This dude's sick.
Yeah, Albuquerque doesn't mess around.
Especially when you're talking like being insulted, man. Fair game, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, shout out to that security guard. He handled that situation perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he was probably like
It looks like he trains.
Yeah.
He looks like not exactly skinny, I would say, but more like built.
He's got a good core.
He had good technique. I could tell you he had good technique for sure.
Jay is checking him out now. Oh, do you want to talk with him too, or what up? What's up,
Man,
Doc?
Yeah.
Doc,
He's like,
Doc J.
he's like, I might go steal a guitar
Doc
now.
J. DJ.
no.
Well, shout out to this young gentleman.
I guess.
Apparently
man.
stuck up for himself and I guess help acoustic guitar not get jacked, but yet almost smashed.
Yeah, man. I just gotta say, stop. People stop harassing like retail workers. Like, what are we doing? These people are just trying to like make a living, do their job.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we rehashing? Why are we rehashing like anybody?
Yeah,
Like I mean, it's just we're all going through our own shit, man. We all have our own shit at home and going through our own stuff. And
you got to think like these people deal with the public every day. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have a lot of sympathy for retail workers because they go with a lot.
What do you think this guy listens to? He's got the
Johnny
chin,
Pool.
Oh yeah,
He's got the chin beard and the
Hinder.
Hinder.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
go
God.
with Hinder.
Hoobastank. That's a fucking Hoobastank culprit right
How do you say harassing? Harassing? Is that it?
Harassing.
Harassment.
Harassment? Harassing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harassing? What was say? Harassing?
Harass.
Harassing. There you go.
That's yeah.
Yeah, he loves Hinder and Johnny Pool.
There you go. He's trying to let the bodies hit the floor, huh?
Yeah, record's pretty sick though. So there's,
I mean,
there is that.
he probably bumped it in his lifted truck outside.
Sure.
And then yeah.
Fun fact about Johnny and Pool: their guitar player is the bass player for Flesh Parade, which is a legendary grind band. They're fucking sick. So you can't talk shit on Johnny and Pool without knowing the deep grind history, DM
I feel
history.
like almost every new metal band has one member who was in like some cred band that was like super heavy, right?
Yeah, type in Johnny, not on YouTube. But,
I was gonna show you this funny video, but I'll show you maybe when we wrap up later.
yeah, type in Johnny and Pool for the wiki. And I'm sorry, but I forgot this guitar player's name.
Find out right now because we
CJ sounds familiar. Go down.
got fiber optics. CJ Pierce.
That sounds about right.
see.
Oh yeah, they're based out of Dallas. Okay.
Let's see personnel here.
Good.
Guitar.
Guitar.
CJ.
Yep. CJ Pierce. Now, yeah. So
This guy.
copy his name and then go back to Google. Yep, that's him.
Oh, nice.
He loves the wah pedal for sure.
Oh, I mean, he's the king of the wah pedal, really.
And type in CJ Pierce Flesh Parade, and watch what fucking comes up. You have to type the whole thing, which is insane. See,
Yeah, it didn't pop up.
that doesn't even pop up. People don't know this.
Check him out.
So they're a super
Go up,
OG
go
band then.
Flesh Parade hometown bio.
Louisiana grindcore.
Wow, do they not even have music out? Like
Bassist
online?
CJ Pierce. Boom, right there.
Nice.
Black and white, dude. See, a lot of people don't know he came from a fucking straight up grind band.
I feel like a lot of new metal bands were like death metal bands previously, you know?
Hey Jay, pull up YouTube, and we're gonna close out the pod with some Flesh Parade. 10 seconds of pure grind. And I'm pretty picky with my grind, and this shit is fucking sick. All right, go down.
That's sick.
Starting and
Down,
ending the
down.
pod with grind.
Yeah, play
Love it.
coping with it.
Coping with it. Is it gonna go?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, some straight power violence. Love it.
And they fucking groove it. Let's hit the groove. Yeah, that's sick as
sick.
fuck. See? Flesh Parade, dude. Grind as fuck.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have a record called Kill.
Nice.
Please don't cancel me. That's just the name of the
That's
record.
The title.
Might have to bleep that.
They're on. We're probably gonna bleep it, honestly.
We have to censor that, yeah. Unfortunately.
But they're on Relapse. You know what? I gotta see if the record's called that via Spotify. Flesh Parade. Dude, this Wi-Fi is fucking quick.
Yeah,
It's working.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's on Spotify. Kill bleep,
Yeah,
bleep.
bleep, bleep. Yeah. That's a bold title.
Yeah.
I mean, it's grindcore, so there's kind of no rules.
Yeah, so shout out to, let's see, bands you should check out. Wormed, Flesh Parade. Who else do we talk about? That people should, Chevelle.
Oh yeah, Chevelle. Probably the most underrated alternative rock / metal band of all time.
Yep.
I would say.
Oh, and Hemdale.
Oh yeah, Hemdale.
So you got gore, you have grind, you have new metal. You're set for a while.
Hooking you guys up with
You're-
some, playlist for a couple weeks at least.
It's free services right here.
Yeah, well, I guess we covered a lot of ground. I think we're
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was beefy.
so
Got some
thank
good
you.
topics in there,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you all for listening and watching. Next week we should be starting with guests for quite a while.
We're
Yeah.
stacked.
So this should be our last trifecta EP for months and months
Yep.
and months. So yeah, am I missing anything?
No, we should be announcing some exciting things in the next few weeks. So
Yeah.
just keep you guys posted.
Stoked.
Zack the Kid, Jay, thank you for killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Love you guys. Everyone for listening and watching. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
See you next time. Later.
Yeah.